Welcome back, YouTubers. Today we're going to be doing some taping. We have a fireplace that we've framed up. We put our drywall on. Now we're going to tape our inside and outside corners. So let's get into our demonstration. So this is the project that we're going to be taping up today. And you can see that it's a fireplace and it's been framed in and drywalled. Because it's a focal point in the room, we're going to have some really nice inside and outside corners. So I'm going to show you what we use. This is the product we're using. It's a paper tape that's adhered to 2 strips of metal, and then it can bend, and you can put this on an outside corner or an inside corner, and you get that really sharp edge either way when you start taping. So you can buy pieces of plastic, you can buy pieces of metal that are already cornered. You can pick them up at the big box stores. But this is really versatile. And if you're doing different projects around the house that aren't too extensive, but require inside and outside corners, and require them to be really sharp, this is the best way to go. So I'll show you how we cut it and then we'll get into taping. In order to trim this, you just take your snips, ordinary pair of tin snips, and you cut right through the paper, into the metal, through, and onto the other side. We actually need 2 of those, so we just use this as a guide. And we'll place those 2 together, end to end. Pull our strip through. And just take our snips again. There we have it, ready to go. So we're going to start off by doing our inside corner. We can't get the whole thing in the picture. But basically it's just like doing any other wall. You just take your knife and you spread down, put on a layer of drywall about 1/8 of an inch thick. Feed it into the corner there, and then bring it down. On the other side. Okay, so we have our inside corner pieces pre-cut, so we just bend it with the metal facing in. You just put a bend in that to create your angle, then you place it in. And this way there's no second guessing because you got a really hard edge where the metal strip is. So you just push that in to the corner with your fingers. You just take your knife and you just press that corner in. Take off all that excess mud, put it back in the tray, and start again from the top. And just press into that metal corner and push the mud out. Smooth it out as you go. If you have any debris giving you problems, you have to pull that away. Start again. You want to make sure that this entire outside edge is sealed in with the mud. Take off our excess. And that's the tape coat. So then we would do our other side, and then we're ready to do our outside corners. We're ready to do our outside corner. This time we apply the mud in the same fashion. Get an 1/8 of an inch of mud. Along the outside edge of the drywall like that. Something to mention that because this is a short run, we could work with compound, fast drying compound if we like, because we're dealing with short areas, small areas. Some of these compounds can dry off in 20 minutes. So you just mix enough compound to do 1 or 2 sections at a time, depending on how fast you think you are, or you can be. So then this way we bend the paper so that the metal is facing in, and then we create an outside section. We go up to our space. Press that in. Fingers. You can see how you get that really nice sharp edge there. And take our knife again. And just smooth that in there. Cover that. The idea is to get this edge of the tape and mud right into this corner. Drying out a little bit. Continue on down. Same on this side. We have some debris in our mud, so take that out. There we have. That's our tape coat on the outside corner. So then we just do everything up, and then we let it dry, and it'll be ready for paint. So before I sign off, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of how it appears now. This whole situation. We can take a closer look at these corners. This is how it looks from a distance, but when you come right close, you can see how the tape is embedded into the mud and The corners are really sharp. It's the inside corner. On the outside, again, you can see that really sharp line that you'd never get with just regular tape. And if you used a metal bead, it can be really hard to work with because it bends, and when it gets bashed, chip can paint off it. Whereas this way, if the corner gets damaged a little bit, you just have to put more filler in, shape it out with some filler, and repaint.